Yo, what up? It's Chris.
And Ashley, and welcome to our channel, Four Lives to Fill.
And today we're going to talk about 7 reasons why you should travel as a family.
Absolutely, absolutely. You want to get started?
Let's go ahead and get straight into it with number one.
All right. Number one is bonding time. So bonding time is a big one for us because, as you know, we have 4 kids. And so it's really important for us to find ways to spend as much time with them as possible, whether that's individual or with all 4 of them together.
And when you're traveling, you're going to have to be around each other. It's always a really great time to turn off your devices and enjoy being with one another. Sorry, excuse me. When you are in your daily life and you're going through your routine, you're going to work, your kids are going to school, you get done with work and school, you come home, you don't have a lot of time to really do the things that you probably want to do. You don't have time to sit down and just enjoy company with one another. So traveling is a great way to do that.
And I would say the best thing about it as well is that while you're bonding, you start creating memories. And one of our favorite things to do is after we get back from a trip around the dinner table or like when we're having like a family game night, is to ask the kids, what was your favorite memory? What's the favorite thing, that you did on the trip? And it just makes for some good conversation, some good laughs, and just some lasting memories. So bonding is a big one for us for sure.
And number two,
Education. Yeah.
education. Yes. When you are traveling as a family, it's great to have fun, but it's also great to go places where you can have different cultural experiences, be able to learn some things, whether it be historical or even maybe geographical. It's always great to throw some learning in your trips while you're gone.
And I always say, our kids get a lot in the classroom setting, right? So if you choose to educate your kids in traditional education, they definitely get exposure to a lot of things. But there's nothing like, having them be immersed in these different cultures, like learning from like seeing something, touching it, tasting, and experience it. To me, that's kind of the best way that they can do that. So,
Yes, it is. And number three
mhm.
is strengthening communication.
Yes. And so one thing that I would say is always tested when we're on our trips is how we communicate with each other. And then sometimes even how we communicate with other people who are different from us. And so when we have a big family like us, you have a lot of different personalities. Sometimes there's conflict. And so it gives us opportunity for them to learn how to have some conflict resolution, how to work through things, and how to just communicate and better understand each other.
And one of the things we like to do when we go on vacations is we actually like to ask our children what do they want to do on the trip. We
Mhm.
try to make sure that we're doing things that are probably different than what we usually do, some things that are outside our comfort zone, but we really want to ask the kids, would you like to do this or would you like to do this? That way, for one, they have to tell us. So that allows us to pick their brain, but it allows them to get some buy-in to the trip. So, we're not just telling them what to do. They actually are able to help decide what we're going to do as a family.
Absolutely.
All right. And number four.
It's adventure, adventure, adventure. So, as you have seen, or hopefully you've seen, if you looked at some of our vlogs, we love, love, love to adventure. We love to like push ourselves out of our comfort zone. We love to challenge our kids to try new things. And one of our main family mottos is, if you're afraid of something, if you try it once, you conquer it and you own it. And so that fear is not as powerful anymore. And so you'll see a lot of times in our videos, that our kids, certain things they're not comfortable with, especially, one of our kids doesn't like heights, one doesn't like roller coasters, but you may not actually even realize that at first because they always want to try something new and they encourage each other to adventure more, to challenge themselves. And I think it just builds a lot when it comes to their character.
And I'll say it's not even just our kids. I know me for one, I hate going like in the middle of the ocean,
And I love
and
it.
I definitely hate lakes. But
Oh, yeah.
I even get outside of my comfort zone and explore a little bit. So yes, going on vacation is a great time to do that. You're already breaking outside of your normal routine. Why don't you try something new while you're out there with your family?
hmm And number five,
Number,
go ahead.
number five, shared experience,
Uh,
which is one of the reasons why we made this channel. Actually,
yeah.
we were already traveling a lot. We were already taking videos and we were taking photos and things. And you really get back sometimes on the trips and you're like, we took all these videos, we took all these photos. What are we doing with them? So that's kind of the reason why we made our channel. For one, to share our travels as a family, but also, at the end of the day, our children will be able to look back on our channel and get those reminders of the things they've done. And I think I actually said that earlier. That's why sometimes we even get back from our trips and we ask them, "Hey, do you remember did you do this or that?" So you always have some wonderful experiences together when you're going out and you're traveling.
Yeah, and I would say the best part of even making the YouTube channel now is that not only are we able to share these experiences, with our family, our friends, our loved ones, but now we're making a YouTube family and sharing it with you all and bringing you all along for the journey. And so, like he said, we always took a lot of video and pictures of our children. We've done that since, before we even considered starting anything related to social media. But our family and friends would always be like, you need to share this on a bigger platform, because I was always texting and emailing it to everyone. And so I'm glad we kind of made that decision to move forward with it. And I hope that you enjoy as well the shared experience with us. So,
Absolutely. So number 6.
Building resilience.
Building resilience.
I touched on it a little bit earlier when I talked about, pushing them out of their comfort zone and things like that. But, resilience, especially with everything that our young people have been through here recently between coronavirus and just different things going on in the world, is huge, right? It's going to make it, where they're more successful adults, where they, believe in themselves, have more confidence. And so what better way to do that than to take them out into the world and let them have these experiences where they can learn to practice these things, where they can, kind of be pushed beyond their limits, and just kind of make them stronger mentally and physically.
And that's also like one of the reasons why we try to do some things that are outside our comfort zones, and we encourage our kids to try things, because in life everything's not going to be smooth. It's not going to always go exactly how you want it. There's sometimes you're on vacation and there may be an excursion that you want to do, or there may be a trip that gets canceled or something. But you got to learn how to roll with the punches. I know specifically we went on a trip to Kalahari Resort, the water park. And we were supposed to actually leave the resort and go like caving on like a hike. And unfortunately, we got locked out of the car.
We did.
Well, we're not locked out.
Yeah.
We were in the car, but we couldn't get the lock to unlock on the door so we can actually shut the door.
Right.
So long story short, it took us like 2 hours to figure that out. So we missed our hike. But we had to tell our kids, unfortunately we missed this, but we can come back and do it later. So like I said, you have to learn how to, address the things you can address. And if it's something out of your comfort or out of your control, you have to learn to live with it.
You learn to be flexible and stuff. I think that helps our children a lot, because things are not going to always go the way you want them to go, and you can still make the best of it. And so, sometimes when things happen, like if you're at Disney and it starts raining or whatever, it is, have fun, play in the rain, find something else to do. At Kalahari that day, we were bummed about missing the hike. We parked our car, we got our swimsuits on, we went right back to the water park and had fun anyways. And so, the day is never wasted. Just sometimes it may be a little different than you expected. So.
And last but not least, we have number 7, which is improving health.
Yes. And so this one we've touched on as well earlier, because I talked a little bit about, mental health and resilience. And so improving health when you're traveling, it's good to take a break from the day-to-day life. It's good to kind of have time to relax. We like to pack our schedules as much as possible with as many fun things. But even in the midst of that, we try to make sure we leave those in-between times to just relax, to kind of take off the weight and the stressors from what we've been doing from the school for our kids and then work for us. And then, of course, there's physical health as well, because when we're on these adventures, we're always doing something when it comes, whether it's hiking or swimming or riding bikes or, all kind of things. And so it's good for us both mentally and physically.
So I would say for me, the mental health of just getting away from it all and leaving your work at home and just being fully immersed in the trip is key to me. Like I said, you're in your daily routines. You have a lot of distractions, a lot of things that can take your attention. So when you're on a vacation, it's the perfect time. You've taken off time for work. Your kids are not in school, or you've taken them out of school, whatever you choose to do. But it's a great time to truly immerse yourself in the experience and enjoy time with family and not think about those potential stressors that await when you get home. You're on vacation. Enjoy the vacation. And even though we have very busy vacations, it doesn't feel stressful because it's busy doing the things we want to do.
Yeah.
It's always enjoyable.
Absolutely. And so it just gives you time to rejuvenate, recoup from anything that you've been through and just come back in a better space to kind of face the next stage or whatever you have to do in life. So
yeah. Absolutely. So that was our 7 reasons why you should travel as a family. And we are going to continue this discussion series, if you will, Sometimes it's going to be 7 tips, sometimes it may be more, sometimes it may be less. But we are going to continue to share things that we feel will bring value to your vacation and value to your family entertainment experiences.
And also, if you have like any questions that you want to ask, we definitely will make a video and respond to all of the comments. Or if you just have suggestions for videos that you want to see from us, let us know. We want to hear from you. Like we said, this is a shared experience, and so we want to make sure that you're here along for the journey for us. So thanks for tuning in.
Yes. And be sure to follow our vlogs. We're going to have different trips coming up, trips that we've already done and we just haven't sent you the video yet, and trips that we still have planned for this upcoming summer. So check out our vlogs on Fort Lauderdale.
Yep. So are you ready to get your feel?
I know I am. See you later.
Peace.
Peace.